I think that we have found the future of office space. So we recently traveled down to Dallas-Fort Worth with the team to check out VariSpace, which is a new kind of co-working and honestly a completely new take on office space. So VariSpace Southlake is a 400,000 square foot office campus that used to be the headquarters for IBM. Now this building sat vacant for almost 11 years before Vari bought it to introduce their VariSpace concept, and they went through a massive amount of changes on the site and renovated the building to bring it back to a more modern style of office space, which you are going to see today. I believe that this is the future of office space.
332,000 square feet is roughly 38% tenant space. Yeah, the key to this building is flexibility. You know, a lot of companies are either needing temporary space or they're scaling, and they don't know at what rate they're going to grow. Yep. So we can actually keep them in their same space, use our walls and our desk system to increase that density.
Are these companies that are looking to get a foothold into the Dallas market before they end up expanding, or is this just a satellite location for a bigger HQ?
Yeah, I think the demographics are pretty broad. We've got mixed use. We have a financial planning company leasing space. We've got a custom home builder. We have technology companies.
It's a pretty cool spot for a custom home builder.
Robot labs. And so it's a pretty diverse group. It's really based on the needs of the tenant.
When it comes to the next iteration of office space, it all comes down to how flexible is this space. Not just with the physicality of can we move walls around, how can we accommodate growing and shrinking companies, but also with the lease terms. And what we were able to tour at VariSpace in Dallas checks all of those boxes. If you're not familiar with Vari, they invented the Vari desk, which is an adjustable desk that you can raise or lower depending on whether you want to stand or sit at your desk. But they have taken that philosophy so much further today. They own over 1 million square feet of office space in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, where they're actually testing out additional products to add to the variability and flexibility of office spaces, including movable walls, which you can actually take down and put together in 30 minutes if you wanted to change up your office space or a meeting space to accommodate larger or smaller teams, or if you just have more employees coming in and you need a better accommodation, you won't actually have to tear out any walls, you just move them.
Let's go ahead and start walking. We'll show you some of the spaces here. Again, the VariSpace model is focused on single tenants that need the flexibility of their space.
So you heard Kevin say that they have 32% common area space in this 400,000 square foot building. That's over 100,000 square feet of shared space between the tenants. So that is everything from a 10,000 square foot gym, which you'll see here in a minute, to a cafeteria, all sorts of different working spaces, a cafe. It really feels like a college campus. I mean, almost akin to what you would expect to see at the Google headquarters. Now, not quite that far out there, but you think about your average office building of this size, that type of amenity space, creating an environment where you want to go work is what is going to keep these buildings full moving forward.
It's not a co-working model, so we don't have multiple tenants inside one space. It is dedicated space for them.
So are y'all outfitting this space too? Because I mean, I see a lot of Vari desks.
It's all our product. Okay. Almost, I'd say 95% of the product you'll see in here is our product.
Well, it's gotta be pretty nice for the tenant too, because they don't have to worry about moving in, moving out. Plug and play. Talk about flexibility. With Vari providing almost 100% of the office furniture needed by these tenants, they can scale up and scale down as much as they want, and the tenants don't have to worry about the massive overhead that is often associated with purchasing office equipment and then having to get rid of it if you decide you don't want that anymore. I mean, office furniture is notorious for selling for 5 or 10 cents on the dollar, even if it's relatively new. Oh, are these call booths?
This is a privacy booth, yep. This is one of our first generation privacy booths that you'll see here. And when we own real estate like this, we're able to take prototypes and put them out on the floor.
And test them.
And test them and solicit feedback. So a lot of times you'll see product here that we created, but we didn't launch it. You can see the halo lighting system here. That's our product as well. So we try to create these little touchdown areas so that the tenants can have their ability to have private conversations, to either get caught up on personal things in their phone on a lunch hour.
I'm a big believer in changing your space to change your mindset and your productivity, which is often why I'll go work out of a coffee shop, I'll come here and work out of the studio, as well as work out of my own office space. And every time I do that, I get into a different mindset. So having the ability for your employees as a business owner to not only be able to work within your own private office space, but also have an abundant amount of amenity space for them to go have team meetings or grab a private lunch or just hang out, have some privacy and work and knock out a project is a huge value add for these types of tenants.
So at Vari, our business model is all of our furniture is in stock, ready to ship. And so we have a limited number of SKUs, so we try to make sure all the products are versatile. So you can see this is a high top table being used as a cafe table in a restaurant. You could also put this in a meeting room for those that want to stand. Salad bar, pizza oven, burgers, no tomahawk steak.
Ah.
If a little more notice, I probably could have found you one though.
Yeah, come on, man. We're in Texas.
Try to keep people focused.
Yeah.
Healthy lifestyle with some of the amenities and a good rotating menu for food. So
yeah, the menu looks really healthy. And plus, you think about like how many conversations happen over lunch when everybody's staying here that lead to innovation. Now, I will say I was a bit skeptical when we first showed up to the site because it was getting close to lunchtime. And as you saw earlier, as we were touring through the cafeteria, there wasn't really anybody in there yet. But as we sat down to eat, within 20 to 30 minutes, not even close to noon yet, the cafeteria was absolutely packed. It's really nice to see people getting back together and being social and having those conversations that at the end of the day, we all have to have and crave because there's so much energy in this work environment. If VariSpace was in Nashville, I have no doubt that my team would be headquartered out of that building.
All right, let's go to the fitness center.
Nice amenity.
It's a 15,000 square foot workout facility.
What? 15,000 feet?
Yeah, it's one of our largest gyms that we've built. And we offer the tenants.
You're gonna I hope you tear your pants.
We offer the tenants steadfast classes, so you can do yoga.
You've got the space
stretching.
for it.
We do it, so we have instructors come in that offer it for free. You just got to sign up for it.
15,000 feet. That's like the size of a Planet Fitness.
Yeah, it's massive.
A 10 to 15,000 square foot gym within your office building is a next level amenity, which makes you question why you would ever leave and join another gym. You can go early in the office in the morning and work out before work. You can work out over lunch. You can work out after while you're letting traffic die down. It really gives you that college campus feel again to where you can kind of have all of your needs met on one property.
We have massage and sports trainers that actually work out of here. We're in an area where there's a lot of high net worth individuals.
Is that a space that you rent out, or is it just a, hey, do it for free for our guys and you can charge your clients?
It is. Yeah. So they have their own client base, and so it brings them into our building.
I love this approach to amenities, and I've worked with multifamily developers to add something very similar to their apartment complexes where instead of just providing an amenity, which is essentially non-income producing, you provide kind of that next step or even an income producing amenity, right? That is very beneficial to your tenants, but also beneficial to people that just want to stop by and grab a coffee or get some physical therapy. When you add a space like this, it of course adds to the benefits that your tenants are going to be getting, but it also helps create traffic and vibrancy within your marketplace and helps you really take care of a space that you don't want to have to take care of. If you add a personal trainer to your space, you can actually remove that as a line item expense and possibly turn it into a revenue generator. So instead of you having to pay a cleaning crew to go through and make sure the gym is always clean or the equipment is always maintained, you can put that responsibility onto the trainer. While you're not charging them rent necessarily, they're taking care of the tenants that you have in the building, and they're making money off of having their own personal clients come to the space.
I'm taking it.
Did you sign a waiver?
Yeah. There we go.
Locker rooms.
Locker rooms, yeah.
Yeah, very, very nice amenities.
So while office space may be going through some major changes today, which it deserves to, I think that the path forward is very clear. It's an amenity-focused, campus-style office building that breeds energy and helps foster creativity and workflow and is an office environment that you would choose to go work in instead of working from home because of how cool it is to just be there. Now, if you're looking to find a deal like this, you're gonna want something that is not really occupied by tenants so that you can come in and fully renovate the building before they land there. So check out this video here on how to find and buy distressed commercial properties.